Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 20th to the 26th of May 2024. So this week we're moving out of some of the recently very intense Taurus Scorpio energy and into Gemini Sagittarius season. So on Monday the Sun moves into Gemini, which is a summer air sign. It can be very quick, very light, very bright, quite mental, very communicative and quite young and optimistic. But lagging behind slightly, we still have Jupiter and Venus in the last degrees of Taurus, and they both move into Gemini by the end of the week. So still some Taurian energy there. Venus meets with Jupiter on the day of the full moon, that's the 23rd, to almost seal the deal. What have we learnt with this Jupiter-Taurus transition? We had Jupiter meeting with Uranus, then the Sun meeting with Jupiter, and now Venus meeting with Jupiter. And that pretty much means that we need to embody everything that we've learned in the heart. That's what Venus is. It's a very productive, heart-centered, physical archetype. So if we have a look back over those power dates, Jupiter, Uranus, and the Sun and Jupiter, then can we find the theme? Can we find how Uranus helped us see a different perspective and become more sovereign? Can we see where Jupiter has cleared obstacles out of the way? Those can often be beliefs and thought patterns, so that we've got a clear road ahead. And now Venus is saying, well, okay, what is your worth? What is your soul desire? What is it that you really want to put your valuable life force energy into? So we should see things start to speed up now, but we're on a different trajectory, having gone in and asked those fundamental questions where we would have been tearing off in the wrong direction or making decisions from outdated standards if we'd just carried on. So on the 23rd we have full moon in Sagittarius at 2 degrees. Find that in your chart to see what house and other planets might be involved at 14:53 UK time. So Sun opposite Moon, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Sagittarius, very expansive energy. Now Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so this is why we have a lot of Sagittarian energy around this week, because Jupiter is on the march as well, moving over shortly after the meeting with Venus. So Sagittarius likes a broad horizon, sees things in a very big picture, wants space and room and freedom to go and explore and learn, can travel internally as well as externally. We study self-mastery, the bigger questions of life. So this full moon coming along now is really asking you, what's your new landscape? Where is it that you want to direct your arrow? What is it that really matters? Are your plans big enough for you? Are they coming from your soul centre rather than your head? So it's a very powerful and positive energy, especially for Taurus, Gemini and Sagittarius, where that is in your chart. So Venus moves over into Gemini on the 24th and Jupiter moves over to Gemini on the 25th, and this is where we begin leaving the Taurian energy behind. In a way it's as if we've planted the seed, we've nurtured the soil, and now we can give it room to grow in its own time. So things are about to get very Gemini, very busy, very bright. Remember to stay heart-centered, as it can be very mental, very sociable. With Venus in Gemini, that can be excellent for creativity, especially anything sound-based or verbal. And Jupiter will be staying in Gemini until early June 2025. So we can afford to just stand and observe, keep our eyes and ears open, feel the climatic change and start to tune in to the lessons that that will bring. So very positive, very powerful week, lots on the move. Can be slightly unnerving, having to leave one way of being and embrace a new one. But I feel the full moon in the middle of the week, allow that to come up, clearing obstacles, seeing the bigger picture and directing our arrow with passion and purpose. Once the full moon clears, we can observe Venus into Gemini, Jupiter into Gemini, and by the end of the weekend we're stood looking at a whole new landscape, and we can allow that to reveal its detail over the coming weeks and months. So check out what 2 degrees Sagittarius is for you, as well as the last degrees of Taurus. See if you can tune in more personally and find out where this is happening for you and its deeper meaning. But mainly the focus is on where are you pointing that arrow? What is it that's worth your energy now that we've updated our goals and realigned to our soul desires? So if you would like to see where this is happening for you, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com. Post these videos on YouTube, Zoe Astro, Instagram, Zoe Hines7, and Facebook, AstroZo. So wishing you a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.